said, we're in the middle of Podunk, Indiana. We just saw the craziest gas station. It was called Gallops. It looked like a freaking castle. It was like a gas station of solitude. Shit was wild. Anywho, we're on our way to North Judson, Indiana to go pick up some stuff I won at auction. I had this really cool car that I wanted to buy, and I was ready to pay up for it, but other people were ready to pay up more for it, so I didn't win it. But if it's still there when we get there, I'll show it to you guys. It's really effing cool. Actually, the coolest part of the car is the cylinder heads that are on it. Yeah, because like if those cylinder heads weren't on it, I wouldn't have bid that high, and I doubt anybody else would have either. But you never know. So we're like, I don't know, 20 minutes away. So see you guys when we get there. So pretty much I have wall? Yeah, my choice of whatever's in here. Yep. So this wall and that wall, excluding the workbench. So pretty much whatever I want to take out of here, minus this.
Yes, minus these files?
No, I think I have.
Yeah, it's just.
So this is the car I did not win. Kind of wish I won higher, but happens. Oh, I guess they had the hood sides.
Yeah.
Those weren't in the pictures. But this is why I won as high as they did on it. Those are Ardun cylinder heads. Oh, that's not intake.
That's not an intake.
Yeah. There's a bumper on there.
So no intake.
195. So I did not see the valve covers in here.
Check out those brakes. Oh,
yeah, those brakes are awesome. Yeah, I kind of wish I went higher on it. Oh well.
Oh.
That's a cool car. Man, that's cool. There was an intake in the pictures. It was sitting up here. I don't see it here anymore. Yeah. Kind of wonder if the valve covers were in the trunk, but oh, you can see inside the trunk, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, I see other cover. That's not it, is it?
No, that's not it. That's like inline 6, I think. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Oh well.
I see 2 barrels.
Alright. Start pulling stuff out I want then, I guess. Might as well start here.
So you guys get anything? I just want to make sure we got this picture.
I need this too. Do you have a wall?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wall?
Yeah.
No wall there?
No, not the bench.
And not that
And
shelf?
not those shelves over there.
Yeah.
But like pretty much everything here on the floor up to that wall.
Yeah, so.
Another guys to ask.
What's that?
Another guys to ask.
Oh, here's the one that's just sitting on the plate, and I guess there's a broken one up there, and license plates. And
Yeah,
some other signs.
anything automotive related I'm probably gonna keep for myself, so.
Other than that, there's much else in here. Tractor parts in here, but I got so many goddamn age tractor
Yeah.
parts.
I couldn't tell it wasn't in the pictures and I didn't have time to come out, so.
Yeah.
pretty much just a gamble. I buy storage lockers for a living, so
Kind of same situation.
kind of same deal. No difference.
Yeah, a friend of mine does that, and I go look for him all the time, storage
Probably.
lockers.
I've been like American Pickle since I was 15.
Yeah, storage lockers.
maybe
You never know what you're gonna find, dude.
I get everywhere.
Yeah, that's true, man.
All right. Several hours later, we're done and on our way back. And I kind of regret not going higher on that car, but at the same time, I'm kind of relieved I didn't, because I wouldn't have made much money on it. And I don't like to put out, you know, 20 grand on something that's not really gonna make any money on. Because the thing was cool as hell. But it did confirm my suspicion that the valve covers were missing. They were not with the car. Nobody knew where they were or anything. I was missing a few other small pieces. Pretty much, you know, anything associated with the valve covers was missing. At the same time, found out that the car was in the January 1953 issue of Hot Rod, and they did coverage for Bonneville Speed Week, and there's a picture of it in there. So if you have that issue, I believe it was January 53, they said. If you have that issue, check it out, it's in there. They showed me a picture. It was pretty sweet. So the car actually having legitimate, you know, 1950s Bonneville history and being in a Hot Rod magazine just made me want it that much more, but too late. So they showed me a couple pictures of the car when it was first built, so that was pretty cool to see. But hey, whatever, at least I got a chance to see it. Slightly annoyed is I think somebody took some stuff out of the lots I bought, but I can't prove it, so I'm just gonna have to let it go and not worry about it. Step van for sale. Freightliner. But yep, so when I get back, I'll try and show you some of the stuff I found. I didn't film too much because I was running around like crazy. My head was in like 6 different places there. So see you guys in a bit. So I pretty much condensed everything from that auction down to this pile, and let's see here. Got that bin, it's all copper scrap, the radiator sitting on top. So, got some bottles we're selling. Get 10 bucks a piece out of them. You guys aren't interested in those. So orange box is a Sioux valve seat grinder, complete setup. It's all there. I should be able to get about 500 out of that. The other one is a Van Norman valve seat grinder. It's like all there except for the drill. 300 bucks, I think. A few totes of various things to sell on eBay. Lots of repair manuals and parts catalogs and stuff for farm equipment like tractors and different implements and whatnot. A lot of like really good stuff actually. There's a lot of Oliver literature and Farmall, all kinds of stuff. There's probably about, I guess, $1,000 to $1,500 worth actually. I should do pretty good on that stuff. Got 2 of these hubcaps. These are actually aftermarket 1950s hubcaps, made to look like a Cadillac sombrero, but they actually fit a standard wheel instead of the Cadillac style fits like specifically a Cadillac wheel. So those are pretty cool. Got 2 of them. What else? What else would you like to see? Carburetor off a tractor. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like cans. River, that's going to eBay. Spark plugs are pretty cool. Got 2 boxes of them. I was able to find these, I think. Which ones were they? Yeah, I was able to find these. They're actually worth about $20-25 each. These are probably $15 to $20 each. There's 8 of these and at least 6 of these. So there's a few $100 right there. This is pretty cool. You guys remember these? Spark plug tire pump with cage. Yeah, you take a spark plug out of your car, your tractor or truck or whatever, put this bad boy in, and you can pump up your tire. Pretty sweet, huh? Nice to pump up your tire with, you know, fuel-laden air. Makes for an interesting combination, but whatever. This is cool. Nice mirror. It's kind of different now. Remember seeing one with the triangle glass like that. There's some other cool stuff in there. Sure. I'll show you the one underneath this. I think you want to see the one underneath this. I think those are all the... Well, yeah, these guys. Check these out. There's a whole bunch of them. Just in my hand for size reference. Yeah, they're pretty sweet actually. There's I think 8 or 9 of them, and I'm guessing there's about $1,000 in here. So I was pretty happy with that find. Yeah, it's mostly the manuals and stuff. Nothing too crazy over there. Lots of smalls. Pipe threaders were all on the one shelf, but you know, you don't want that. This wheel was actually in the car. The guy offered it to me. I gave him $20 for it. It's a new old stock Krager. It's not a Star Wire. It's the other one. I can't remember what they called. True Spoke, I believe. It's like 50 spoke instead of 30. I actually have 3 more of those, so now I have a set. And here is the cool stuff. Oh, solder. As you may know, I'm a reseller. I've sold rolls of solder like this size for over $100 each. So if you're a reseller or you want to be a reseller, that's one of the things to look out for, is rolls of solder, because some of it sells very well. Got this Mr. Thinsit can. He's pretty awesome. Got 2 of these porcelain Michigan signs. I think they're off of a power shovel. A big, big piece of machinery. But they're pretty cool. I can't find these anywhere online on WorthPoint or eBay or anything. So, if I have to guess, they're probably about $200 a piece. Just from my experience with signs. This was with another sign. I sold the other one to a guy there. It had a pig on it. He really wanted it for some reason, whatever. I like this one better. I don't think it's worth much, maybe $50. Yeah, he didn't believe me that I actually collect signs, but whatever. Made him happy, I guess. License plate. So, I actually got 2 of these. This is the second one I found. Shifters Car Club, Michigan City, Indiana. Unfortunately, it's got like someone took a bite out of it. But that is so cool. Yeah, it's awesome. Got 3 of these embossed for sale signs. Here's the other one I got. Shifters out of Walkerton, Indiana. Complete. I actually knew I was getting this one. It was on a wall. It was actually the main reason I bid over $100 for contents of the wall, because I wanted this plaque. And honestly, it's probably $200-300 plaque. Same as the other one. Yeah, a little sign, not worth much, but I like it. Wisconsin Dells license plate topper. Actually have this sold for $150 to a friend, so he seems to be pretty excited about that. Thieves Beware sign. It's pretty roach, but I don't know, maybe someone can do something with it. This one's pretty cool. It'll clean up nice. 4-H Club member lives here. It's embossed metal. It's a nice piece. I got a few air cleaner assemblies. They're always good to have. This one's a little bit older. This is like 60s, 70s. Got a nice look to it. I actually found a set of the, half a set of the Ford West Coast Junior mirrors. These are like 61 to 66 style, I believe. They are embossed with the Ford logo. If I had both sides complete, probably like $400. So that was exciting, but I don't have both sides complete. I have one complete side and then I got another head. So whoever has the bracket, can I have it please? A few hubcaps. Nothing too crazy there. Thought this was cool. It's not worth much, but it looks cool. This is pretty cool. Actually, this brings up another point. So this Stuart Warner 8,000 RPM tack, I'll probably get about 500 bucks out of this thing. I don't have anything I'm going to use it in, so I'm just going to sell it. But yeah, I'll probably get about 500 out of this. It's a pretty rare piece, actually, and it's in pretty good shape. And so where this was, it was in a box. And the box had an empty spot in it. A very suspicious empty spot. So when we got there, you might have seen it in the video. When we got there, I was looking inside the car, just checking it out, and there was an extra gauge cluster in there that wasn't with the car and the pictures online. I flip it over, and it's a Stuart Warner speedometer that matches this guy, and it has two or three extra holes in it. And one of them was tack size, this tack, and I can't remember offhand what size the other ones were. But I also found, I don't know where it's at, but I found a Stuart Warner fuel gauge that matches that in that same box. And that the tack was in. So anyways, I go to one of my other lots and there's a guy and he's like, "Oh, you're not the same guy that was here earlier." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, there's a guy digging through everything and pulling parts out." I'm like, "Oh, there was?" Because I didn't tell I didn't tell anybody they could take parts out of there. So apparently, supposedly, it's my word against everybody else's, the gentleman who purchased the car and his buddy supposedly took parts out of my lots that I bought, like contents of, and I can't prove it. Cannot prove it. But the story gets a little more interesting. Today, I get a phone call from somebody. It was a 574 area code, Indiana. I'm like, I answer it, and it was a gentleman that was at the auction, and he was bidding on one lot that I won. And he's like, "Yeah, I was interested to see if you want to sell a couple parts that were in your lot." And I was like, "I don't know if I have them. What were they?" And he tells me one's an old hot rod gauge cluster, like a gauge panel with a Stuart Warner speedometer in it. And then it was in a box with a Stuart Warner tachometer and fuel gauge, and also a 1930s Ford banjo steering wheel. That steering wheel was sitting on the front seat of the car when we got there also. So, yeah, I told him, that's funny because I didn't find any of those parts. All I found was the tack. And he's like, "Yeah, they were in with your stuff, the lot that you won." And he's like, "That's a shame. Someone must have walked off with them." I'm like, "Yeah, they're with the car now. They didn't need them for the car. The car had all its gauges, so." But, yep, my word against theirs. Can't prove it. I contacted the auction company, but I doubt I'll hear anything back from them. It's pretty disappointing, as it was like an original 50s Stuart Warner hot rod gauge panel with matching speedometer and a pretty nice Ford banjo steering wheel. I'm like, you're probably talking about $1,500 value there for, the cluster, the speedo, and the steering wheel. So I'm really bummed about that, but is what it is. Unfortunately, I couldn't get there as soon as they opened because it's 2 hours away, and it was a school day for my son. So unfortunately, wasn't going to happen. It's just one of those things that happens at these auctions where you go to pick stuff up. You gotta trust people, and sometimes you can't trust people. whoever you are that has the car, wish you the best of luck with it. I hope you find the valve covers for it. I really wish you do. I try not to wish ill upon other people. You know, I honestly wish you the best with the car. I'm a little annoyed about the parts. I'm a little annoyed about the parts. So, anywho, moving on. Another little license plate topper. I think it's like a tax tag, I think. I'm not positive. I don't remember what they call those. But this is what those porcelain signs are off of. It was a Michigan crawler shovel C16. Crawler, shovel, and crane. And also got these cast iron plaques off of it. Oh, yeah, they're heavy. Michigan power shovel. And those are probably about $200 each. So, what else did I find? I found something else that was pretty cool. Where is it? I also got this guy. I think I paid $200 for him. He's worth about $3.50, so I'll do all right on that. And while I was there, I found these Craftsman wrench holders hanging on a wall. And figure out who bought the lot. Got interrupted. While I was there, I saw these in someone else's lot hanging on a wall. Craftsman wrench holders, vintage ones from the 40s, 50s. I'll be out there in a minute. And he said if I help him load the valve grinder in the back of his truck, I could have them. So that's what I did. I helped him load the valve grinder in the back of his truck. They're mine. I'll probably get about $200 for the 3 of them. So pretty happy about that. And probably the best single item I got is the steering wheel. That is a 1949-1950 Ford accessory Crestline steering wheel. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's slightly yellowed, but there's not a single crack anywhere in this whole thing. Yeah, the horn button is pitted, but the center's in great shape. And the wheel itself is phenomenal. Would you believe this is about a $2,000 steering wheel right now? Crazy, huh? So, yeah, I'm overall pretty happy with what I got. I don't know if there's anything too significant that I'm not showing you. But, yeah, it was a fun day. So, would have liked to have the Ardun powered Bonneville Roadster, but hey, didn't work out. Well, see you later.